So quiet. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everybody, to another Battleground Games Live.
Hi.
Obviously, for anybody who's familiar with our program, this is somewhat different than what we are normally doing.
Yeah.
So, Battleground Games and Hobbies, for those of you joining us for the first time, and welcome if you are, is your friendly local game store in the greater Boston, Massachusetts area, with 3 convenient locations. One up in Saugus on Route 1 by the Fuddruckers, one down in Norton by the Xfinity Center, and one in Abington. And normally, Battleground Games and Hobbies is a fun place to hang out, join games with your friends, play Magic, Warhammer, board games, all kinds of different stuff. All that stuff. But these are not normal times.
That would not be responsible or safe for us to be hanging out close to other friends. Andy and I live together. We're married. So we're going to be exposed to each other no matter what. Despite the guidelines being like, well, if someone in your household is sick, they should sleep in a separate bedroom and use a separate bathroom. And I'm looking around at my 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment and being like, not going to happen.
Sad.
But we're both doing okay right now.
Yep.
And I am...
Sorry.
Oops. I'm on administrative leave from work for the next 2+ weeks, I guess, until they reopen the library. So I'm home, and Andy has brought home a whole bunch of the streaming rig that we normally use for our Friday night board game sessions. And we've set it up in our living room. It is the biggest kludge you would ever hope to see.
I tweeted a picture, so if you follow me, that's Tanatos, Tanatos, on Twitter. You can see a picture of our streaming rig, and it is inelegant.
You may notice our living room is rather yellow. It's just the quality of light we have in our living room, which is fine when you're living with it. It doesn't make for great streaming light, but honestly, I think the overhead board view is pretty good, which we have set up. So we have an overhead camera that we're going to be looking at the board with. We have our camera facing ourselves, a little way away from ourselves. We have a mic set up. We have our itty-bitty soundboard. Itty-bitty soundboard, it's so tiny.
It is.
And we have this lovely table provided by my parents. My parents said, hey, do you want this table? And I said, sure, I can make a place for that. And now we have this table which collapses down very easily. It also expands out a little bit further. So if we decide to play a much bigger game at some point, we can move the helicarrier, which is currently holding all of our game pieces. We can move the helicarrier, and which is on a stand, so it's pretty easy. It's pretty sturdy. We can move that out of the way, and we can expand the table even further. We can move it out from the wall and make it even bigger. We've got some plans. Andy's schedule is changing a bit for the coming time. In a moment. Yeah, we'll get to that. But when he's home, and I'm home, because I'm gonna be home
a lot. Yeah.
When he's home and I'm home, we're hoping to play a bunch of 2-player games, and maybe solo games, or games that weren't meant to be played 2-player or solo, but that we will find a way to play them 2-player or solo. And we're doing that both to keep ourselves busy and amused and have fun, and to be a spot for our friends and family to come and chat with us. If you have a Twitch account is free to make. So if you have one or you don't have one, make one, and it costs you nothing to make an account.
Yeah.
And then you can participate in the chat with us. We have the chat up on our TV behind us. I am the chat mod. I have it up on my laptop right here. And come and hang out with us. We may not be able to hang out in person with our friends, but we can certainly hang out with you virtually, and we can play board games together. We could play something like Obscurio or Mysterium. We could play...
With the chat?
With the chat. Yeah, we can definitely do that. We've definitely done games with chat before. Clara, no.
Yes, we may have a cat on stream.
We have a cat. She's going to be noisy. She's a noisy kitty. She's still very much a kitten. She's only 1.5 years old. So she's busy.
So let me talk quickly about the theory of Battleground Games Live.
Yeah.
Because
Let's talk
we've been
about
doing this for a while. We started live streaming for Extra Life, and for ages and ages, like 2 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We've been getting together every Friday to play board games on stream. And a lot of board game streams are like learn to plays or people who have a good grasp on the rules. That's not us. Not us. We're just gamers. We like playing games. We like hanging out with our friends in chat. And that's that's the theory of what we do is
the whole point.
Hang out with our friends. And for anybody viewing this, I guess, in YouTube in the far distant future, historians trying to figure out why we're talking about isolating and stuff, there's reasons right now that everybody has been advised to avoid contact with everybody else.
We are practicing responsible social distancing.
Yes.
Andy may not be able to completely isolate himself because he does still have to go to work, but contact is minimal with other people right now. Though Battleground Games is still open for sales. If you would like to purchase something, please contact one of the stores. Their hours are a little modified.
Yeah, let's go into this because this is stuff that just came out today.
This is a brand new thing that just got released
March
just
16th,
before,
2020, and we've just had to make some modifications. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, Battleground Games is normally a great place to come hang out with your friends. During this isolation period, Battleground has decided that we're going to end all organized play and furthermore, suspend, yes, all organized play and furthermore remove all the tables and not allow common gatherings. This is a little bit above and beyond what has been mandated.
Yeah. I think it's gatherings of more than 10 people at the moment is the state guideline. Battleground decided it was safer to just say, you know what, let's not
risk it.
Yep.
Let's not have people hanging out in the store. So,
let's be safe for our community.
So difficult for us because that is our entire thing is being a welcoming and friendly and fun place to come hang out and just be with your friends and play games. It is heart-wrenching that we really cannot do that right now. So, as of tomorrow, Tuesday the 18th, Clara, she's just off camera here, and there's so many cables, and she
loves cables.
If this suddenly topples over, it's because a cat decided to attack it. But yeah, as of tomorrow, there will be no organized play or player meetings in the stores.
Yeah.
We are open abbreviated hours for business. So if you want to support Battleground, here are some ways you can do it. You can come into the stores and purchase games. There are many games. We're going to be highlighting stuff like Spirit Island that are good to play with somebody else. Spirit Island has a one-player mode, I believe.
I think it might.
A lot of cooperative games allow you to play single player. So we're going to highlight some things you can play in isolation.
1 to 4.
There you go.
Yeah.
Highlight some games you can play in isolation that you can find at your local Battleground Games and Hobbies. We would love to see you. Our abbreviated hours are Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturday, noon to 8 p.m. Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I believe that's correct. I'm not 100% on Sunday. Give me a second.
I thought it was 10 to 4. I could be wrong.
It could be 10 to 4. Let me double check.
We're checking. This is brand new. This just got announced while Andy was on his way home from work today. So, this is...
Sunday, 11 to 5. We were both wrong.
Both of us. Horribly wrong.
11
11 to
a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sundays.
Um,
So those are the shortened hours where you will be able to come in and purchase things in the store. We're trying to find a way to be able to do home delivery so that we can actually have somebody drive your purchase to your house and drop it off. That's going to be difficult to coordinate, but it's something we'd like to be able to do.
However, in lieu of that, you can call the store and pay over the phone via credit card, I assume.
Well, that's how it would work if we're doing the
However,
home delivery.
You can then come to the store, and instead of coming in, if you don't want to come into
sure.
the store, you can pull up, let the folks in the store know, they'll bring product out and leave it outside the store, and you can grab it.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make sure that you can still get things to keep yourself busy and happy and distracted, because normally in times of crisis and in difficult times, you want to gather together with your friends and seek support with your friends and community. This particular crisis is one where we actually can't do that.
Yeah.
So the things that we love doing and the things that we enjoy and that keep us sort of our morale up are things that may be a little more difficult to do. We want to help you do them. So to that end, Battleground is there for you to order your games or paints and modeling supplies. Battleground does have a fair supply of models and modeling supplies.
That's something else we might do on stream.
That would be very cool.
Do some modeling and painting.
We've got a lot of Fallout models to...
I brought a bunch of Tau home. So
I could work on putting things together. I've never actually put figures together. I've only ever painted figures, because I paint a lot of board game things.
That would be exciting.
And those don't need assembly.
For the most part. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna find some things to do. We're gonna stream. We're gonna do what we can to be there. And if you are trying to think of a way to help support your local small business, because small businesses are taking quite a hit during this time, big companies can afford this. The library is a municipal building, so we have plans in place to deal with crises. Small businesses, this is tough. And I know there's been a lot of talk among my friends. I have a lot of friends who work in retail. I have a lot of friends who work in small businesses, restaurants, that this is a difficult time for all of them. And if you're trying to find ways to support a local business, one of the ways you can do that is by ordering a game or tossing us a sub or some bits. All of the subs and bits go towards the store. They help support the stream. In the past, they have helped us to purchase streaming supplies and hardware. But anything you want to do to help support goes right to the store, and that can help support your friendly local game store during a difficult time. If you are able. If that's not a feasible thing, either because you yourself
totally
are concerned or in a difficult financial situation, totally understand that. I'm just saying it because I've seen a lot of people saying, oh, how can I support a local business without physically going into a local business? And there are ways.
So yeah, if you have an Amazon Prime membership and are signing up for Twitch so that you can talk to us in chat, you as an Amazon Prime member can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and that gives you one free sub, which you could use on Battleground Games Live, and that would give some of Jeff Bezos' money to Battleground Games. Yep. That's a way you could support us without spending any additional money beyond what you're already spending on Amazon Prime.
Give someone his money.
Yeah. You should do that. If you...
now entering the Battlegrounds arena!
Thank you so much for the Prime subscription, Sprout Girl.
Thank you so much.
That was wonderful.
Thank you for giving us some of Jeff Bezos' money.
Thank you for the example.
Thank you for joining us.
Another way that you can support small businesses, and this is something I've seen recommended for restaurants and all sorts of places, is buying gift cards. Yeah. If you don't want to have to go in, you can buy gift cards online, and then for many places, and then you have those gift cards to give to friends or to use later.
Yeah.
And that helps the businesses now during this time. If you look in the links below, you'll see one that says Battleground Games Live. Right now, that links to purchasing Marvel Champions, which is the game we played last Friday on stream.
Thank you.
But if you click on that link, and then in the little search box in the upper left-hand corner, you can search gift card. You'll see a range of different gift cards you can buy at Battleground and have them mailed to you. So that's another option. But if you can't do that, we're totally happy just to have you in chat with us. Say hello.
One of the reasons we wanted to do this tonight was to offer one more place for our friends and family and community to come and hang out and get some social time with some friendly faces. We hope we are friendly faces. We try to be friendly faces. And if you just want to leave us on in the background so you have some voices and you're not alone,
yeah,
that's cool too. I've actually been thinking I may do story time over stream. I am a children's librarian
Spirit
by
Island
trade,
has story
so
time, right?
I've been thinking maybe I'll get the stream running while I'm alone when Andy has to work and do some story time. I've got some picture books around the place, and I've got some books. I can read some books.
Are you just
be able to save the VOD?
Hankering to do some librarianing?
I just really need to read out loud. It's a drive. It's so hard to not be reading out loud to people.
Amanda, why don't you talk about Spirit Island? I'm going to get us some tea.
Sure.
And I'll be right back.
All right, so let's talk about Spirit Island. I don't know who out of anyone watching has watched any of our previous Spirit Island streams or ever watched a game of Spirit Island or played it. Spirit Island is one of our favorite games. It's one of my favorite games. I love Spirit Island. And I love Spirit Island for a couple of reasons. One, it's a co-op game. Hello, Twitsan01. Sorry, I'm looking in like two places. I have the TV in front of me that has the chat, but then I have my laptop. Yay, Spirit Island! Yes! Yay, Spirit Island. I asked Andy to grab the demo copy from the store. We don't own Spirit Island, which I think is I know, I was going to say, it's a great failing of our game collection that we don't own Spirit Island. You can't see it because it's behind the camera, but our game collection is behind the camera. And we have more games than fit on our shelves, and they are too deep in a couple of places. We have some plans for other things to play. We're thinking of playing a 2-player game of Obscurio, or Obscurio with chat, because we found that Mysterium we could play with chat, which was really cool. Fallout plays 1 or 2 players, so we're going to try that out. We're going to do the co-op mode for New California, and my friend Sarah and I once managed to do a co-op mode in the regular base game, basically just by playing a 2-player game but agreeing on a faction to support, which worked out just fine. We have Wasteland Express Delivery Service, which is one of my personal favorite games that I have painted the figures for. Mysterium Obscurio with chat would be cool. We will definitely try to do that. I don't know where you learned about the stream, but we'll try to post whenever we're going to be streaming, whenever we know we're going to be streaming. We'll try to post to a multitude of places. I put mine up on Twitter and Facebook. I think Andy shared both of those.
There's Discord.
There's the Discord. We'll post it in our Discord. Battleground Games does have a Discord. The invite is right below the video here. That's yours, I believe.
Correct. Sorry.
Yeah, mine is the big Carl's mug. Also, shout out to Carl's Sausage Kitchen.
Another small business.
Another small business that I'm sure is also having a difficult time because they're really, really physically tiny. And they're a grocery store, and I'm sure that they are wiped out and also having a really hard time. They are in Peabody, Massachusetts.
Weren't they on vacation right now?
They were on vacation. No. They were going to be on vacation prior to PAX.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
But they're great. Carl's Sausage Kitchen is amazing. So again, gift cards, good way to go to support a small business in a time of need. But yeah, so Twitsan01 said a Mysterium or Obscurio with chat would be cool.
Definitely.
I think we can definitely do that. That would be super fun. I love playing games with chat.
So Twitsan, welcome back. Twitsan has been in communication with me on the Discord because they are familiar with Spirit Island.
Yay!
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you actually are associated with Greater Than Games,
Really?
or you've demoed for them.
That's really cool. We love Greater Than Games.
Yeah.
I love Greater Than Games. I love all their stuff. But we also have the Harry Potter deck builder. We have the Highlander board game, which I will push until the day I die, because it's one of those games that looks like you look at the box and you're like, it's a tiny little box and it prominently shows the minis, so it probably isn't that good a game. It's legitimately really fun. It just doesn't have a big board.
The Highlander, right?
Yeah. We also have, we have Call to Adventure, which plays a solo game. Doctor Who Time of the Daleks. You demo for them. Awesome. Doctor Who Time of the Daleks, legitimately really fun game, and we have a bunch of the expansions, so we have a bunch of extra doctors whom I have not finished painting. But the copy that I have is promised to my friend Susan, but I haven't mailed it to her yet.
Yeah, we'll get
it's a year late. But it means we do still have it in the house. We have a lot of board games that we can play 2-player. Yeah, we have a ton of stuff. So
that's our plan.
We're going to play games. We're going to maybe do some painting. We're going to hang out. And you're welcome to hang out with us.
Yeah, so welcome, friends.
Spirit Island, like I was saying, was one of my favorite games. I love this game for a few reasons. One, like I said, it's co-op, which I love. I love a good co-op game.
Yeah.
Yeah, good games have that habit of not making their way to the people you bought them for. I bought it for myself originally, and then I painted all the figures, and then I was like, oh man, my friend Susan's such a big Doctor Who fan, I want to give it to her. But I only ever see Susan at PAX East, and she has to travel to get there, so I was like, I could give it to her. And then I was like, wait a second, I don't want to give it to her because then she's going to have to carry it home. That's silly. So I was like, I'll mail it to you, and then I never got around to it. But I also have something I'm working on for her, so I'm making her a Ravenclaw scarf.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to finish knitting that. I may run out of yarn before I finish the scarf, and then I can't go get more, but I'll do as much of it as I can. I can always order yarn online.
That's true.
Anyway, Spirit Island, sorry. The other thing I love about Spirit Island is that it's all about mythology and folktale, and I love it. I love that it's about a living mythos. So good. It's my jam. I'll spread it on toast. You play as one of a number of spirits inhabiting an island, hence Spirit Island. There are a number of different spirits available to play. We're only playing with the base game, so we don't have the Branch and Claw stuff.
There's another expansion coming, too.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the other expansion, because the other expansion has Serpent Slumbering Under the Mountain, or Serpent Sleeping Under the Mountain, which is mentioned, or it has Volcano Looming High, which is mentioned on one of the other cards. I just love that the cards have mentioned different spirits. The spirits included in the upcoming expansion look amazing. There's like a starlight one, and beasts, and so good. So I love the variety. The play style is very different. Serpent Slumbers Under the Island is a promo spirit. Yeah, okay.
That's right.
And then there's Volcano Looming High, which is mentioned on the Serpent Slumbers Under the Island card, which has one of my favorite lines of sort of flavor in anything I've ever played or read, which is that it's along the lines of, just because the two stories are different doesn't mean either of them are any less true. Yeah. And so good.
Your jam.
So good! Love that sort of thing. So tonight we are just playing with the base game. We don't have any of the promos. We don't have any of the expansion characters. But I have chosen a spread of Rampant Green. And Andy, who have you chosen?
I am Lightning's Swift Strike.
So we're going to see if we can push out these invaders.
Yeah, conquistadors are attacking our island. And it is our goal.
And blighting our island, and we're really angry about that, so we're going to take care of it. So the idea is that we are spirits that inhabit an island. There are people that live on this island. They were not originally there. They came there, but we have welcomed them eventually.
They live in little huts.
They live in little mushroom huts. They're little fungus people. We have our game pieces here. And as we play, we are going to, as the spirits, try to help the Dahan repel the invaders and scare the invaders off, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to play through a two-player game. So the two-player game only has 2 panels. Can we go overhead, Andy?
Yeah.
Look at us all fancy with an overhead camera.
Whoa.
Oh.
This is much better than the last time we streamed from our home, which is when we had a telephone streaming via the Twitch app propped in a shoe.
Propped in a shoe.
Yeah.
That was during a nor'easter when the roads were so flooded that we couldn't get to the store for our Friday night stream, so we just sort of made do.
It was hilarious.
Thanks, Sprout Girl. We're pretty proud of the fact that we've been able to cobble this together very quickly on very short notice. Because, Andy, you got home at, 7?
Yeah, I got home a little after 7.
And we had to eat. So, so here we are. We've got our overhead. We've got our view of our island. So as you can see, we have 2 panels for the island. They come in these sort of puzzle piecey looking things. And I have set up, I believe I set it up right. I'm going to double check and make sure.
I'm sure Twit's End will tell us if we get anything wrong.
No, I did. I used one of the wrong panels.
Oh no!
Oh god, I messed it all up.
Easily rectified.
It's supposed to be this one, I think.
A and D? Or A and C? What's it say?
It's not,
They have the example right there.
A and C.
Okay.
They fit together, so I was like, oh yeah, it must be it. You can use any 2 boards. All right.
Okay.
Well, we're using A and C. So here we are. So we have our island. We've set up most stuff, and then it came time to stream, so we figured we would finish doing our setup on stream. So here we are. So we've got our 2-player map. I do love the way the maps are built. They're built in such a way that you use 2 panels for 2 players, 3 panels for 3 players, and 4 panels for 4 players. And when you use the 3-player, they attach like that with a 3rd board here. But they also fit like that, and then 4-player, you have 2 more here and here. It's just very elegant.
Genius design.
Very, very elegant.
All right, so we still have to place our initial
yes, we do.
locations.
So we've set up our island board. We have our supply stuff over here.
Okay.
So we have to shuffle the major and minor power decks. I did not shuffle those prior.
If I can get... Okay.
Ah, I see. It says randomly pick 1 island board per player.
Oh.
Oh well. Here we are. Energy.
Mm-hmm.
Cities. Towns, explorers, it says make sure all players can reach them. I'm not going to worry about
you can
that
pass
too
them
much.
to me.
I can pass them.
I can reach the energy.
Yeah. Could use all my little helicarrier dudes as energy. They could be the invaders.
They could be.
They could be the Dahan. I've knocked over a few of my little micro things. These poor guys. Alright, so each player takes all the spirit presence and single turn effect markers of 1 color. I have chosen purple.
I have chosen yellow.
And chooses a spirit by taking a spirit panel. We have done that. We have grabbed our 4 unique power cards, which is our starting hand. Each player starts on a different island board and follows setup instructions on the back of their spirit panel.
Oh, perfect.
Oops, yeah, I'll have to redo this.
Okay.
Okay. I get to put 2 on my starting board, 1 in the highest numbered wetland, and 1 in the jungle without any...
So we should say there are different biomes here. So there's mountains.
Yeah, we need to start
There's
with...
wetlands. There's deserts. And there's jungles. And then there's the oceans.
Populate the island boards with invaders, Dahan, and blight. All right.
Do we put our presents out first, or
No, this is
okay?
this
First, the
one first.
Dahan blight.
So this gets a blight. I think that's the only blight. No, one more blight.
This is Amanda is looking at these little symbols here,
Yeah.
which is what indicates where things go.
2 Dahan here.
Mm-hmm.
There.
Yep.
2 here. I love these little mushroom houses.
Yeah, they're so cute.
They make me very happy. The
It's
cool thing
little
about a
mushroom
2-player
dudes.
game is you could flip the bottom board and have the coast all be on the same side for a harder game, or put them end to end so that the oceans flank the island for an easier game.
Interesting.
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy.
Two in this desert over here.
I had 2 left in my hand.
I think that's all the Dahan. And then there's cities.
Yep. Are they cities or town? That one's
That's
a city.
That's a city. That's a town, and that's a town.
Oh, better
It's
get
gone
that,
forever. Or Clara will eat
Clara will eat it.
Anything that's on the floor is a cat toy.
Yeah, we've learned that the hard way. Having a kitten, because like she's a year and a half, she's grown, but God, she's so kitten-like. All right, so we have all our stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Now I put 2 on my starting board, so I'll pick A, I guess.
Sure.
Okay. 1 in the highest numbered wetland. Looks like that. And 1 in a jungle without any Dahan. So, there.
Perfect. I place 2 in the highest sands. The highest numbered sands, so I get 2 presents there.
Cool.
Shall we read
Making,
our story?
what's the name? What do they call the things? Is it funiculars?
The lightning that's trapped in sand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a funicular?
I can't remember what it's called.
I'm looking it up.
Alright, well, you've got a computer.
I'm going to be really impressed with myself.
While you look that up, I'm going to read about lightning's swift strike.
No, it's not at all a funicular. That has to do with railroads. What am I thinking of?
The child of a passing storm spirit, lightning's swift strike danced off the shores of the island many ages ago, and liked it enough to stay. It spends much of its time resting in quiet, waking up to dance through the sky when the winds blow strong. It only concerns itself occasionally with the Dahan, usually appearing out of nowhere to send them off on some obscure errand. The Dahan cooperate, partly out of a wary respect for lightning's power, but as much for the sake of the Thunder Speaker, lightning's child, who is a patron and ally of their people. I just love all the storytelling.
Oh, it's so good. And it's a fulgurite.
Fulgurite.
I had the FU part of it, right? I've also been reading up about railways, so...
So
That's why
check out the
funicular was in my
illustration
head.
here of lightning's
Oh.
swift strike.
So good.
It is a bird made out of
lightning.
lightning. You can see the beak in there.
The artwork
Talons. Oh man,
is so
everything
good.
about this game is great.
All right.
All right, so I've placed my presents,
Mhm.
and now I'm going to load my board back up.
I'm going to tell my story. I am playing a spread of rampant green, one of the older spirits on the island, though it's even more wild and exuberant these days than when it was young. Contrary to some stories, it does think things through. It's just far more concerned with the process of life than with things like consequences. It's not unfriendly to the Dahan, but its idea of a good time is to smother their buildings in all manner of inconvenient greenery, and its notion of help transforms carefully cultivated areas into overgrown thickets. Entire villages have been known to move to fresh planting sites years early if a spirit speaker suspects that rampant green is going to stay in the area for too long. So yeah, that's me. Lightning Swift Strike did recommend that if you're playing it as a 2-player game, you want a good defensive character, and Rampant Green does have a really high defense rating,
So it occurs to me, Amanda, because I just read the card, that we're doing this on hard mode.
Why?
Because they have recommended minor and major powers for each of the spirits to set aside and have access to.
Well, we could
where we
do
have
that.
the major and minor powers just shuffled.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to pull out the recommended major and minor powers? We can do that. It's our stream.
Okay.
That's a thing that we can do.
Power progression recommendation for Lightning Swift Strike is put aside these major and minor powers, and then after you gain a major power, you must forget one power card of your choice. Well, that's normal.
Where are you seeing that?
On the back of my character card. So during setup, set aside the power cards below. I don't know. How many cards do you have there? You have 4?
Huh. Did I not take it out, maybe?
Maybe.
Is it in the... Did I leave it in the deck of cards? I might have. That seems like a thing I might have done.
So the last time we played this, we played with our friend John.
Who does have expansions and stuff.
Twixan says that Rampant Green does not have a recommended.
Oh. Cool. Removes a decision for new players, yeah.
Yeah. Only the 4 basic spirits have one. So let's do it without then.
Gotcha.
We'll just use what's in the major and minor powers decks. So one of the...
Good having someone who knows things in our
exactly. One of the things that you'll see us do in this game is you can improve your deck. You start with your 4 starting cards, but you have the ability to gain major and minor powers. The 4 starting spirits have these recommended progressions to go through.
But I'm not playing starting spirits,
so we'll just make it up as we go along.
Yeah.
It's fine. Alright, so I'm going to read my starting hand so I know what my abilities are. So I have Lightning's Boon, which is a swift power. I do have Zoom cam set up. I could show these off so that you guys can see what we're talking about here. Hang on a second. This is great. This is exactly how I wanted this stream to go. Sorry, our living room is covered in cables.
You know, this is what happens.
Alright, so let's look at my hand. Oops. There. So I have Lightning's Boon. Oh, yes, I have lots of glare. So this is a swift ability. You'll see that your cards have a little symbol here, and it's either a turtle or a bird. Swift abilities happen earlier in the round, and turtle abilities happen later in the round. I believe these are the things it provides, or the things it requires.
It's,
Each thing has different manas that it requires or provides.
I think it's requires to...
Okay. And this target spirit may use up to 2 turtle powers as if they were bird powers this turn. So that seems very helpful. I can give you a boon to do
Miss
things
Aeon,
faster.
is that Amy?
Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
If it isn't, hello anyway.
We're
Provides. They're what power the power on your spirit board. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
Hey, Amy.
Amy!
Welcome. I'm glad you could hang out with us,
Oh.
even though we can't be physically hanging out
Yeah,
with
even
you.
though we can't
Our
physically
friend
get
Amy
together,
in
it's
chat.
really, really, really good to see you.
We're just going
It's
through
my
my
friend Amy
hand
from
here.
college.
So I have Shatter Homesteads. This is a turtle ability. So you'll see there's the little turtle there. The range is within 2 of... what is that when you have 2 presents? Like a vase or something.
It's... Let me see. Or, yeah. It's 2 away from where you have...
Presents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this makes 1 fear and destroys 1 village. That seems handy. Shatter Homesteads.
Amy, I feel like this is a game that you would really appreciate. This seems like very much your jam. It's full of folklore and using fear to drive out invaders.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Alright, so I have Harbingers of the Lightning. Again, it's a slow ability. Range of 1. Push up to 2 Dahan. 1 fear is created if you push any Dahan into a land with a city or a village. So push the Dahan into city and village areas.
You just got here, so you're going to look up some basic info online. Please do.
We've barely started, so you're going to get a good chance to see how the game works.
We're just getting started because we did a lot of talking and then adjusting some stuff to set up. Spirit Island is a co-op game where the players play as the spirits inhabiting an island, trying to drive out an invading force and help the people who live on the island in harmony with the island and appreciate and respect the spirits, because the invaders
those are the
definitely
Dahan.
don't.
The Dahan are the good guys, the invaders, the bad guys.
Exactly.
Here's my last starting ability, Raging Storm.
Yeah.
Again, it is a turtle ability. So most of my abilities are turtle abilities. I could make them fast by casting fast on myself using the boon. But most of them are turtle abilities. And this does 1 damage to each invader within a range of 1. So that seems handy. Amanda, do you want to tell us about your cards?
Sure, yeah.
Shall I show them off? Or
well, I
you
mean,
can't
I have
read
to
them
read
if
them.
I'm just going to switch back to... So yeah, tell us about your abilities.
Yeah, give me just 1 second. Alright, so I have 2 fast abilities and 2 slow abilities. Also, look at your special rule. Yes.
Oh, right.
Because you have that on your card.
My special rule is Swiftness of Lightning. For every purple mana I have, I may use 1 turtle power as if it were a swift power.
Neat. Alright. Oh, Amy, this is the line that I was talking about earlier, and this is the thing that I think might tickle your fancy as well, is there's a character that's a promo character that we aren't playing with, but that I love the lore on its card, which reads, other stories say different things. In particular, Volcano Looming High has its own account, but stories do not need to agree for them to be true. It's so good.
Yeah.
That is, like, oh, so good. Alright, so I have 2 fast abilities and 2 slow abilities.
And your special ability.
And my special ability, yes. So we'll start with my fast abilities. I have Overgrown in a Night. This lets me add a presence. And if target land has my presence and invaders, 3 fear. Yeah. I get to do that 1 away from something. I'm going to have to look up range. Do you want to show that off on camera?
Oh, sure. Here.
So yeah, that is overgrown in a night.
Yep.
The idea being you're bringing your presence, so you're growing, and then in a night, if you overgrew somewhere where the invaders are, you have terrified them. You have made them very upset. I have Gift of Proliferation. This doesn't have a range. I guess I can do it on another player. Target spirit adds 1 presence up to 1 away from another presence.
That's handy, because I have nothing that lets me put presents out.
So I'm going to be using that.
You can target yourself, too.
Yeah, but I can target him on that.
Yeah, that's good.
So those are my 2 fast abilities.
Okay.
My slow abilities are Fields Choked with Growth. I get to push a town.
Ah.
And is it that you can push anything of that or lower?
Ooh, thank you so much for the follow,
thank you for the
Fiery.
follow.
Fiery 25123.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Is it that you get to push something and whatever the lower? So like I could push a town or a Dahan or an invader?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because it's push a town.
Yeah. That sounds right to me, but I'm going to admit something here. I've never read the instructions for this game. I've played it 2 times,
We've
3
always
times.
played it with John.
Yeah, and who knows if he's
Ranges
gotten
from
the
any
instructions
disc.
right.
Some powers will have the pancake symbol before the range. Those have to be measured from a sacred site, which is 2 or more discs.
Right, yes, I have that.
Thank you. Or push 3 Dahan. So I can push Dahan out of the way if we want to get
push
them
them
away from
into a
something.
place so that they can
Help with something.
Yep.
Yeah. So fitting in with the flavor of my character, it says, push is just what the symbol is.
Okay.
Thank you. We really appreciate your presence in our chat tonight. We get things wrong. That's why there are instruction booklets. But pushing the Dahan, the idea is that sometimes it says on my card, sometimes the Dahan will pick up and move. You know, if they think that it's so flavory. You are a regular at the Norton store, first time watching, but instant follow. Thank you so much. I'm glad that we have Norton folks joining us. That makes me really happy.
Well, Pi came from Norton.
Our good friend
Insidious Pi,
Insidious
who
Pi,
is frequently in chat.
She is one of our very, very good friends. She's a regular at the Norton store. So, yeah, we love our Norton friends. We love our Saugus friends, too. We don't know as many of the Saugus people. Boston is a bit of a wall.
It's hard to get up there, yeah.
It's hard to get up there. But we do get up to Saugus when we can.
The more the merrier. It is so good to be able to hang out with you folks tonight.
It's really, really good to have you joining us, have you with us. Okay, Fields Choked with Growth is one of those. Oh, no, I threw my card.
Flew away.
I threw my card right on the floor. We may have a visit by a cat at some point.
Yeah,
and
she's
if you
around.
Want to show that off. She's probably hanging out in the bedroom. I think she's probably camped out on the bed. She might come join us and sit in a window at some point. She does tend to do that too.
So here's Fields Choked with Growth.
And Stem the Flow of Fresh Water. It's good to have you in the chat too, Amy. We miss you, even though you are nearby.
Yeah, I'm sorry we can't hang out.
Yeah, I'm sorry that hanging out just isn't feasible at the moment. But we can hang out virtually. That's why we're doing this whole streaming thing from our living room.
For anybody who watched our D&D streams, we did a 4-part D&D campaign.
Videos are available on the YouTube channel.
Yep, YouTube linked below.
This is one of your favorite games and you love watching it played. My housemates are going to be burnt out from working from home with our kids. Yeah. Well, fortunately, Spirit Island has a lot of variation to it because it has scenarios and it has all the different spirits, which when you put different spirits together, the gameplay is very, very different. Which I'm sure you know that, but it's worth saying.
What's your 4th ability?
Stem the Flow of Fresh Water. So it's 1 away from a sacred site, and I can do 1 damage to a town, to one town or 1 damage to a city.
Okay.
If target land is a mountain or sands, instead 1 damage to each town and city.
Okay, that's helpful later.
D&D, you say? YouTube, you say? Yes. So the YouTube link, if you're watching in a browser, there is a link to the YouTube just under the video. And I think if you're watching on mobile, you have to, like, do some poking around on our page. But there is a link to our YouTube channel, and all of our VODs
Actually, I'm
are
on mobile. Let me see if I can figure it out.
Are archived on our YouTube page. And we have a couple of different D&D and role-playing videos, VODs, up there. There are some one-shots that were run by Sam Pearson from the Norton store. So if you're a Norton regular, you know Sam. And Norton, Sam's awesome. Sam is a wonderful, wonderful advocate for just every tabletop game. Like every RPG in the world.
He's the RPG guy.
He is amazing. And he loves role-playing games, and if you want a good role-playing game recommendation, you can get it by talking to Sam. He knows everything. I may be overselling him, but I don't think so. He ran a bunch of one-shots. He ran a Middle-earth one-shot for a group of us. I got to play in that, which was really, really fun. He ran a Paranoia one-shot. He ran a Mouse Guard one-shot, which I got to play in, which was really fun. He ran a Fate Core one-shot using the Camelot trigger setting. And was that it? Was that all we filmed? Did we film 4?
I think that was all.
I think we filmed 4. It was a lot of fun. We ran this sort of set of 4 one-shots doing 4 very different systems. And I had a great time. I had never played anything other than a D&D or D&D alike. So Fate and Mouse Guard were very, very new to me. I didn't play in the Paranoia game, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And the Middle-earth setting for D&D is fantastic, I gotta say. I desperately want to play more of that. So we did play a couple of one-shots, and those are archived. And then Amy, our friend Amy, who is in the chat,
and our friend Insidious Pie that I mentioned earlier, Jules.
Our friend Pie, along with my friend Sarah and Andrew.
Yep. That was everybody.
Yeah, and me. Andy ran a Ravnica setting D&D game. It was a 3-episode...
It was
4? 4 episodes. Oh my God, that's right, it was 4. Setting, we did a Ravnica game, and it was a ton of fun. That was a great setting.
Doing that. Oh, I want to go back and...
Yeah. Actually, we do have some plans at some point in the future when we can all get together physically again, or if we can somehow set up a remote stream.
Yeah, do something with Skype.
With folks using
Skype.
How... We'll see what we can figure out.
Oh, another follow.
Miss Paula Weather 721.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Yeah, we could maybe do it virtually. I am hoping to run a second Ravnica campaign starring the same group as before, only with Andy now as a player and my character as an NPC. And I've got ideas. I've got plans.
Oh, good.
I've got thoughts.
Fun.
I've been playing a Ravnica setting D&D game for some kids at the library, and it's been a ton of fun. I'll talk about it later. It's a lot of fun to do.
Sorry, we don't get to play D&D tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night was supposed to be our library D&D night. We were really looking forward to it, but safer for the kids and for us that we be at home instead.
All right, so those are
stem
our
the flow of fresh
powers.
water.
Oh.
Yep, I get to do damage to things. Yeah, Amy, let's talk about virtual stuff. I'm going to talk with Andrew. We'll talk with Sarah.
Andrew.
Yeah, other Andrew Kelby. We'll talk with Sarah. D&D at the library. Thank you so much. Yeah, D&D at the library is, Andy and I started doing it, 2.5, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some of the kids have aged out and become DMs now.
Yeah, we now have a kid who got too old for the program because we want it to be for kids. So, yeah. Summon the hordes of evil wraith. We'll try. We're actually trying to repel them in this game. So, yeah, we do the necromancer. Is that a dance? Oh, dance.
Is it like the Mario?
God, no, I'm not doing the Mario. All right. But yeah, we have done D&D in the library. And we'll talk.
In the
Maybe
meantime,
we'll hit the Discord and see if we can plan something virtual. That'd be really neat.
let's talk about Spirit Island some more.
Let's get these invaders
what
out
are
of
we
here
trying
off
to
this
do?
island. We are trying to get rid of these things and the invaders that they will eventually populate onto the island.
Inevitably.
Yeah.
So the game
They're like insects.
for us has one main objective, which gets easier as we increase the terror on the island.
Yeah.
Right now, our objective is to remove all cities, towns, and
Eventually,
conquistadors.
These little guys, these conquistadors.
Yeah.
So
our objective is to remove all of those from the island. If we remove all of them, we win.
Yeah.
As we increase
but they
the
just
spear,
keep spreading like
it
cockroaches.
gets easier.
Yeah. We
However,
need to make them afraid. Your group's trying to figure out D&D digitally. Thinking of just doing Discord? That's totally a reasonable thing.
I've seen all text D&D games before. It's definitely a thing.
Burning the bad guys with fire?
I mean, I'm burning them with lightning.
Yeah. I have heard
objective
that
in this
Roll20 is pretty good for virtual tabletop stuff. I haven't explored it, but I have heard such things. So, okay, here we are.
However, the game wins, or the invaders win. I believe there's two different circumstances under which they win. They win if the explore deck runs out.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways they win. Or maybe they only have one way to defeat us.
Where did I put the instruction for that?
Ooh, instructions.
We have a booklet. I hear a cat. She's in the other room.
She's coming.
Well, she's sharpening her claws on her little cat cave. Yeah, what they're gonna end up doing.
So Twitsan says there's 3 ways.
Yeah, we got one of them.
Yep.
The town was pillaged by brute orcs. I mean, they are sort of orc-like. Why? This is a really great booklet, but it has a lot going on, so.
Someday I'll read the instructions, and then I'll know how to play the game. In the meantime, I just make it up as I go along. Oh, if they add the last blight, so if we run out of blight, win.
Which is up in a little cup up here.
Yeah, that's why you don't want blight.
Alright. I say we try to figure this out.
Okay. Should we just go?
Yeah, let's just do it. Add the last blight, last explore.
Yeah.
Is it if they destroy, or if the spirits don't have presence on the board? Yeah, it's if they destroy us completely. Yeah.
But we win if we wipe them off the island.
So our options are, we have the growth phase. So the spirit phase goes growth, gain energy, and then play and pay for power cards. Right?
Yep.
Neat. I got it right. So my growth has an always.
Oh.
Do we have the fear deck set up?
Yes.
We do.
It's just off camera here. You can't quite see it because it's obscured by the...
It's actually terror level. Is that supposed to go over there?
No, that's our victory condition. So right now our victory condition... I can actually bring Zoom cam up here probably. So
are we using a blight card? I didn't see that in the setup, so no. If the blight card is flipped to Blighted Island, follow the instructions there.
Okay, yes, we have.
So we have Healthy Island
and Blighted Island.
Yeah.
We could play without this.
We could.
In which case,
do you want to try and play
5
without
blight
it?
per player. Yeah, let's do it with just 10 blight total.
Look at this.
Okay. While you do that, I'm going to show this off here. So this is...
Yeah, that sounds good. Wait.
This is the game board that tracks blight and stuff. So here we have the Explore deck. As we play, these are going to get moved over here, and that's how the villains invade. Over here we have the Fear deck. As we go down into the Fear deck, which we do by generating fear.
It does say if you're playing it for the first time, don't use a blight card. So
Yeah.
let's go ahead and not use one for this game.
Okay.
Since this is our first time playing without John.
So if you generate enough fear in the fear pool, actually, Amanda, we should have in our fear pool 4 per player. So we should have 8 fear up here.
Gotcha.
And I don't know if these are included, the fear that's already pre-generated.
It said to put 4 in there.
Anywho, if we move everything from here to here.
Sorry, we were doing setup while also getting the stream set up, so...
If we move everything from there to there,
yeah,
we get to flip a fear card. And if we flip enough fear cards, this changes.
Oh,
This
I
is-
misread. Take those 4 out. I
Oh,
think.
okay, there's no fear in the fear
Yeah,
card to
yeah,
start
yeah,
with.
yeah. I
Okay.
misread it. So I
All right,
got-
we're all good.
To keep them in stacks of 2 makes counting them really fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's where our blight tokens go. So, Amanda, there should be 8 more blight tokens because we put 2 out already. And sorry, Hogwarts, if this ever runs out, then we lose the game. So that's that.
Here, have some blight.
Thank you. All right,
Ooh, does Everdell
we're ready.
do 2 players?
Maybe.
It's sitting there right on our shelf. Alright. We're going to try to actually... All 10, the island gets 1 per board.
Oh, okay. So we should have 10 blight. 2 more.
Trying to just get 2 more. Instead of like
Yeah.
a handful.
All right. Yes, we are ready now.
Neat.
All right, so growth phase.
Growth phase.
What happens during the growth phase? You always get something. What happens in your always?
So always, I add presents to a jungle or wetland up to 2 away from presents that I have.
So this is actually kind of cool, folks. Amanda.
The invaders get a head start. They should do an explorer action.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds right. Yes, it says invaders starting action, Andy.
Okay.
At the bottom. To finalize setup, the invaders take an initial action, reveal the top card from the invader deck.
Mm-hmm.
The invaders explore in that land type.
So they're going to build in wetlands.
Alright. So,
There's already a city here.
yeah, that's annoying.
So they build a town there. And Amanda, you should, according to Twitsand, read your special rules.
Oh, yes. Explore on that land type. So, they're exploring.
Oh, okay. They're not building. They're just exploring.
Yeah. No, turn the top to card face up.
Yep.
Invaders explore in accessible lands of the shown type only, venturing forth from towns and cities or approaching from the ocean. If the card has a flag icon, we're not playing with an adversary. Add an explorer to every land of the shown type with either a town or city, or
Adjacent,
is adjacent to a town, city, or ocean.
Yeah.
So.
which is every wetland. Because this wetland
Yeah.
has both of these. That one has that.
Yeah.
Here they come.
No, my wetlands!
And one over there.
Don't like it.
Those jerks.
Okay, special rule. Whenever invaders would ravage or build in a land with your sacred space, oh no, you may prevent it by destroying one of your tokens in that land.
Ah, okay.
And then steady regeneration. When adding a spot presence to the board via growth, you may optionally use your destroyed token. If the land is healthy, do so freely. If the land is blighted, doing so costs 1 energy per destroyed token you add.
Awesome. So if you have 2 presents in a place and they invade there, you can sacrifice one of the presents to attack them, and it goes into a pool that you can get it back from, if I'm understanding that correctly.
That does sound like how I understand it.
Okay, cool. That sounds very helpful. All right.
Was that right? Did we do that right? Because they explored, and exploring is putting out the little explorers, not putting up, like, towns or anything. I think we did it right.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is this is going to advance.
Right.
So we know that next turn they're going to build in wetlands and something's going to appear and they'll explore there. The turn after that, they'll ravage in wetlands, build in whatever else has been revealed. So they march forward, and we have to stop them.
God, those jerks. Alright. So, Spirit Phase. So I always add a presence up to 2 away from where I have a presence, either in jungle or wetland.
Okay.
And then I pick 1 of my following actions. So I'm going to get some energy per turn by adding a presence to... It's up to 2 away from my presence, so I can add 1 here. Or here.
Okay, so explain to me what you're doing.
So I did my first move, which is my always.
Don't you have to add the presence adjacent to an existing presence?
It says add presence up to 2 away.
Up to 2 away. Sorry. You're quite right. Yep.
I looked. It should slide over now, so the first turn they don't get ravaged, but they will build and then explore. Their first turn.
Yeah.
So you should slide that over now. I guess.
But they're not going to build this turn.
Yeah.
They just explored.
So I get to gain a power card and gain energy as one of my actions.
Man, you get to do so much stuff.
Well, it's rampant growth.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, rampant green, but it's supposed to be, look, I'm spreading.
Yeah.
So I added presence. I'm going to, I think I'm going to gain a power card and energy, because otherwise I don't have a whole lot of energy this turn. So I'm going to gain a minor power card. And 3 energy.
Pretty sweet.
So yeah, it says choose 1 action, or, unless stated otherwise next to growth. Each section is a single choice. You must do everything shown, but may choose the order. So yeah, we did that.
So I have 3 things I can do.
Yeah.
I can gain a power card, add a presence, and gain 3 energy, and add a presence, and add another presence.
Ooh. Oh, and the power
So
that I got was...
have to choose one of these three, right? One of these three blocks and do what's in it. Right?
Yeah. So it's like this one, or that one.
Yeah. So I'm not going to bother reclaiming cards right now because I've still got a full
cards
hand.
to reclaim.
I could add 1 presence and get 3 energy, which would allow me to throw some cards down. Boom, boom, boom. I think that's probably the right play for me right now.
I just drew the top card. Am I supposed to draw multiple? I didn't even think. I didn't remember doing that.
Oh, yeah. No, you draw multiple and choose.
Oh. Well then. Let me look.
Draw 4.
I mean, Elemental Boon was honestly not bad, but...
Draw 4 and choose 1. While you do that, if you don't mind, I'm going to add a presence within range 1 of an existing presence. So I'm going to expand this away. So I'll put a presence here.
Now you end up...
And then gain 3 energy. So I have
do you end up
3
placing
now.
Blight with some of your powers?
Oh, let's see. No.
Okay.
No, I have things that add fear, but nothing that adds blight.
All right.
I don't have any means of removing blight either.
Because I have a card. What's my eventual, plant. My starting hand gives me...
I can only play 2 cards.
Water.
Ooh, So I want to show this off. I don't know if this is visible on screen, so I'm going to scooch this over here. So this is, when you add presence, you're taking your presence off of your player board, like that, and doing so reveals these extra abilities. So right now, every turn I gain 1 energy, so I should have 1 extra energy, and can play 2 cards. Because I just added presence to the board, which I took off of here, I get to play 3 cards now. So as you put presence on the board, you become more powerful.
So I'm thinking of taking Nature's Resilience,
Okay.
which lets me defend 6, 1 away from a sacred space.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and take that.
Good job. And then those go on the bottom?
I believe so. Yeah, the mechanic of this game and the way that you gain power and start to have more presence on the board is really neat. The mechanic of this game is very cool. Alright,
so we've done the growth phase.
We've done the growth phase. So now gain energy. We gained energy.
Yep, I gained 1 energy from my 1 on my board.
Yep, and then we play and pay for power cards.
Shouldn't you have 1 more energy?
Oh, yeah, I should.
Because you gain 1. Okay,
All right,
good.
move
So
to
you have
the
4
camera.
energy. All right.
I'm actually going to do a thing.
Sure, what are you going to do?
With the camera angle, it was like you were telling gravity to take a hike.
Yeah, it's not perfect setup.
It's not perfect system. Alright, I'm actually going to split the 3s and the 1s into separate cups.
Oh, okay.
Just because then we don't have to go digging for the right ones.
Good plan. Amanda got me these fantastic cups as a Christmas present. Or birthday, I can't remember.
It was Christmas. I put them in your stocking.
And these cups are
They're
silicone.
They're silicone cupcake cups
That you got at a
muffin stuffs. I got them at a cooking supply store at the local mall, which unfortunately I don't think is still there. They were going out of business.
No,
so I got them on sale.
But these are very handy for holding game pieces.
Aren't they adorable? You use silicone muffin tins? Yeah!
All right.
I think I got that from Steve Benjamin.
Yeah.
Is where
Steve
we got that
definitely
idea.
gave us that
Steve
idea.
did that. We gave some to our friend Pi. Okay, so it's time for
play cards.
Yes, time for power cards. The maximum number of power cards you can play each turn is the highest uncovered number on your
Yep, I can play
player
up to
board.
3.
You must immediately pay energy for all power cards played, even slow ones.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise, you immediately gain all elements from played power cards, even if the power effects are slow. Do not resolve the effect on the power cards yet.
I am going to play 3 cards.
Wow.
So I have to pay... I'm playing one that costs 0, one that costs 2, and one that costs 1. So I have to pay 3, which is the 3 bin. That one?
Yep.
So I paid my 3 energy. I have my 3 cards on standby.
Yep.
2 slows and a swift. What are you playing?
I was thinking of playing Overgrow in a Night, which costs 2 energy and is a fast spell. And would give me not quite what I need for an innate power. Oh, it might. Because I can add a presence, which would let me uncover something else, which might end up giving me elements that I need.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because if I add presence from here, that uncovers a plant.
Oh.
And this is moon and plant, and that would give me a moon and 2 plants, which would be 1 damage to that in a space that I'm in. And because this is, I add a presence, I can add a presence 1 away from where I have other presence.
So let's wait a couple of seconds, but that's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's a good plan.
So I'm going to, because my idea is, this is my thinking, I'm going to add a presence, I'm going to take the presence off that space.
Yep, which gives you an extra green.
I'm going to put it here. And then if target land has my presence and invaders, I add 3 fear.
Ooh.
But I'm not, it's that I don't, I think it's that.
1 damage to a house.
No, I can't do that. I would have to do it to there or there.
Okay.
And target that.
Okay.
And add fear. But if I add it here, if I use the first ability, because it's an or, not an and.
Oh, I see.
I can add it here, and then at a range of 0 as a slow ability, I can do 1 damage to any town or city.
But you need 3 damage to destroy a city.
Yeah.
And you don't have anything else that's hitting that city.
But then I could do that instead.
Yes, you could do 1 damage there.
Need 2 damage on that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I could target...
Are we moving to resolving fast actions now?
No. Let's have you played a card? You played...
I have 3 cards that are happening.
Okay. Let's resolve fast abilities. And
all right. So,
are you doing a fast ability?
Yes, my fast ability is Lightning's Boon,
Ah.
which allows me to give a target player the ability to cast 2 slow powers as if they were fast powers. Neat. Amazingly,
you have
I played 2 slow powers. It's almost as if they wrote this character to work with itself. So yeah, I can shatter homesteads within a range of 2 of here, destroy 1 town. So, kapow!
Nice. So does that get rid of that?
And generates 1 fear. Yes, that is gone.
Remember your special rule, Twitsan says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I have the special ability for every purple power I have. I can play a slow power as if it were a fast power. But the reason I'm casting all 3 of these cards
is it
generates 3 purple
elements.
and 3 orange, which is going to allow me to use my innate power. So it doesn't matter. I've already made my slow powers fast. Anyhow, I destroy that. I also am using Harbingers of the Lightning. Within 1 range of me, push up to 2 Dahan. Generate 1 fear if you push a Dahan into a land with a town or a village. So I'm going to push these two Dahan this away.
Have we
yeah, I
destroyed
destroyed
this?
that. And so I generate 1 fear from the card. I believe destroying a town also generates some fear. So I generate 1 fear from destroying a town. There. I generated 2 fear.
There. Broken the hex field.
Yes. So I'm going to push these two Dahan into here.
Radio.
And generate a fear if you pushed any into a place with a town or a village. So where did I push them from? I pushed them from here. Maybe I want them to stay here. Maybe I want to push this guy. I'm going to push this guy, poof, into this wetland. Because the Dahan are going to fight with the villagers, or with the invaders. So that's what I'm going to do. Now you can resolve your action.
Alright. So I'm going to overgrown a knight. So I could add a presence somewhere, which would then let me do damage to something, but I can't do enough damage to actually destroy anything.
But it lets you put a presence out.
Yeah, it does. Or I could target a land that has my presence and invaders, which would be this one up here.
Yeah.
And add 3 fear.
Or this one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you want to just add 3 fear?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 more fear into the fear box.
You could resolve the push first. Town is 1 fear, city is 2 fear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright. So I did that.
So that's all the fast actions done.
Yep.
So now what happens next?
So fast power phases all happen. And
Then does fighting happen before slow phases?
yes, so now is Invader Phase.
Okay.
So, Blighted Island, 1 appropriate. No. Fear. If any fear cards have been earned, pick up the whole face down stack, flip it over, and resolve the cards. We have not earned any fear cards yet.
3 more fear.
Invader actions. The Invader board has 3 action spaces: Ravage, Build, and Explore. The Invader card in an action space determines which lands will be affected by that action.
Okay.
So, we don't have anything in Ravage yet.
Right. We have Build.
So no Ravaging yet. Look at the Invader card in the Build action space on the Invader board. The invaders build in each land of the shown type only. Wherever there are invaders in the specified land type of land, they either add 1 city or 1 town. If the land has more towns than cities, add a city. You are not upgrading the towns, you are adding a new city from the supplies. In all other cases, add a town. Do not build in lands without invaders.
Alright, well,
They're
every
everywhere.
wetland has an invader.
Yeah, this is horrible.
Because we didn't kill any invaders, we just destroyed a town. So town.
This is pretty horrible.
I mean, that's how the game works.
Yeah.
And now they explore.
Yeah.
And they're going to explore in
Turn the
mountains.
top card over. Face up. Mountains. Okay.
And we need to start
Yeah, we
beating
need to
on
start
these
killing
guys.
things. Add an explorer to every land of the shown type, which either contains a town or city, or is adjacent to a town, city, or ocean. So that gets 1. I think all the mountains got them.
Yeah.
So horrible. There we go. Alright.
I obviously made a tactical error by pushing this Dahan in there. He's going to get himself mashed.
And then we advance the Invader cards. After
Okay.
Explore, slide all of the Invader cards left. Move the Ravage card to discard, which
We haven't got
to worry
this
about.
card yet.
The Build card to the Ravage space, and the Explore card to the Build space. At the next turn, they'll all Ravage where they built, and blah,
Yep.
blah, 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 blah. Alright. Slow Power Phase. Players resolve slow powers, which may either be innate powers printed on their spirit panel, or power cards they played.
Alright, well, I have enough energy now to do a innate power.
Neat.
Which is destroy 1 village. So I'm going to destroy this village here.
Okay.
Bam. It's gone. That generates a fear.
Yay!
Did you have enough power to do an innate? No, you didn't. You didn't.
No,
generate a
because
green.
I realized that because I can't do enough damage to a town or city to destroy it, that it didn't make sense to do that.
When does the fighting happen?
Ravaging. We didn't have a ravage card.
No, but don't these guys fight with the Dahan?
I think that happens when they ravage.
Okay.
Yeah, because they damage the land during the ravage phase.
Okay.
There's no ravaging yet.
Ravage next turn.
Ravaging whenever they're look at the invader card in the ravage section. The invaders ravage in each land of the shown type only. First, invaders deal damage simultaneously to the land and the Dahan. Then any surviving Dahan fight back.
Okay.
So that's when the fighting happens, is during the ravage phase.
Got it.
Ravage. Ah! All right. So
we're back to growth phase now.
Yes, we are.
Okay. I'm going to do. So don't forget your every growth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to choose my first growth option, which is reclaim cards. So I get my 3 cards back. Actually, do I do that? Maybe I want to wait and do this. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to add 1 presence and gain 3 energy.
It was really good having you here, Amy. We'll be doing other streams.
Yeah, we're
whenever our
the
schedule
whole time
allows.
that we're isolated, we're going to be streaming as much as we can. So we will definitely be seeing you in the internets. All right, so I am trying to decide where I am going to add presence and gain 3 energy. So they are next going to... Oh, we don't know where they're going to explore. All right, then I'm just going to put some presence out here.
Okay.
And gain 3 energy.
All right, so I get to add presence to a jungle or wetland. So I'm going to go ahead and add a presence. I haven't had any destroyed presence, so I'm not using my special...
Right.
With that, my steady regeneration.
But you could add it to a wetland or jungle you already have presence in.
Correct, which would give me a sacred spot.
Right.
Which means that if invaders would ravage or build in a land with my sacred spot, I may prevent it by destroying one of my tokens.
Well, they're not. They're building next in mountains.
I don't have anything in mountains.
They're
but if they
ravaging next in wetlands.
So I could stop that by
Yeah.
destroying one of these, and then I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And then I get to do one of these. I think I'm going to add a presence and play an extra card this turn. You have to go yourself. It's getting a bit late, but it's been fun hanging out.
Glad you could join us.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, and I hope we will see you again. We're going to be streaming whenever we can.
I think tomorrow we may be doing some Magic streaming.
Yeah, we may stream some Magic.
Join us for some Magic the Gathering.
We have an extensive Magic vault and of unopened product, and
now is a good time to start invading it.
Yeah, and we have some unsanctioned. We have a box of unsanctioned that we have yet to really do anything with, aside from open and look at and admire. So maybe we'll play with that.
That could be goofy and fun.
Oh yeah. So yeah, thank you for joining us.
Glad that you found us, Fiery.
Yes.
Let's... Oh, you were try and decide what you're going to do out of your actions.
Yeah, so I'm going to add a presence and do an extra card play this turn.
Okay. So that would get you 2 energy. That would still have 1 as your cards.
But it also gives me that extra plant, so I can theoretically damage, which means if you're doing some damage to something, I can then.
And you've already got 4 energy floating.
See you later, Fiery. So I'm going to add a presence. I can add it to 1 away from any of my existing presences. I'm going to head in here. Yeah, and then I get to play 2 cards this turn.
Alright, so now gain energy.
Yep.
I gain 1.
I also gain 1.
I am up to 5 energy now.
Also up to 5 energy.
Excellent. Play cards. I'm going to play 1 card. I am playing Raging Storm. Costs 3 energy. So I'll pitch 3 energy to be able to do that.
Neat.
Boop. It is a slow ability, and I have no purple, so unless I get the purple from it right away, I don't know if I get the purple when it resolves.
I think it stays. You have that card out as a thing that you did.
Okay.
And you gain the elements from any cards that you played that turn.
Oh, good.
When it comes time to.
Then I can play it speedy.
Neat. Okay. I'm going to. I think I'm going to play. Were they ravaging?
They're going to ravage in wetlands.
Annoying. I'm going to play Nature's Resilience for 1, which is defend 6. 1 up to 1 away from my sacred space.
Ah, okay.
So, right?
But, okay.
I mean, I could do something else.
You're going to use your secret ability, right? Your special ability to counter some of the ravaging there?
I may prevent it by destroying one of my... Yeah. Let's see. I could do Gift of Proliferation instead, and you get to add some presents.
Oh, sure.
I'll do
Thanks. Then I will add some presents. Oops.
And I get to play a second card because of what I did there.
I'm just spreading everywhere.
That's good.
Yeah. Stick some presents there.
So I'm going to play Stem the Flow of Fresh Water. This is a slow ability. It doesn't cost me anything to play, which is cool. Damage 1 town or city. 1 away from my sacred space, or up to 1 away from my sacred space. And if it's not going to be...
Oh, sorry. I just resolved something. We'll wait.
Yeah, so I get to do 1 damage to a town or a city. And then, is it 2 damage to kill a town?
Yes.
Neat, because I will have enough of that to
Oh, yeah?
do 1 damage to a town, so I can get rid of a town.
Alright, so these are the cards that we are using.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to use my special rule to cast Swiftness on myself, so that my Raging Storm, instead of being a turtle ability, is a swift ability. So I deal 1 damage to each invader, 1 space from or 1 distance from a target. I'm going to do 1 damage to each invader here.
Okay.
So that kills this Duber.
Yep.
And puts 1 damage on this town.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to lay it on its side to indicate that it's been damaged once.
If I follow my plan, I won't have a sacred site.
This is true. Do you need a sacred site?
So, I need, whenever they would ravage or build in a land with my sacred site, I can prevent it by destroying one of my tokens. And I still have a sacred site here, which they're going to ravage in. So, I'm not... I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah. And you'll have then that
I'll
token
have that
in exile
token.
that you can bring
Yeah.
back.
I'll have that token, which I can then use as something to add to the board.
Okay. I mean, I'm less curious about how effective this will be, and more, I just want to see you be able to do all the special actions that you have available to you.
Yeah.
So, is that all speedy actions resolved? No. You had a speedy action that lets me proliferate?
Yeah, so target spirit adds 1 token, up to 1 away from their, like an existing presence.
Yeah. So I'm going to go here with these Dahan.
Okay.
I think that's the right move. Okay?
Yeah. My other one is a slow.
Yeah. So now they ravage in wetlands.
Well, yeah. First they're going to ravage in the wetlands, which is annoying.
So
right,
tell me how ravaging works.
Whenever there are invaders in the shown lands, invaders deal damage. 1 per explorer, 2 per town, 3 per city.
Okay.
Reduce the total damage by any defend player powers played.
Defended.
Then simultaneously, invaders damage the land. If 2 or more damage is dealt, add a blight to the land.
Nope. Blight comes from here.
Oh god, that's right. This only happens once, no matter how much damage is dealt. Partial damage to the land is ignored.
Alright, so this town is doing 2 damage to the land.
Yep. So it gets a blight.
Do they damage Dahan? No.
No.
Surviving Dahan just punch back.
Right.
Okay.
Does it get
Oh, I'm sorry, 1.
Blight?
No. It's for
add
2 damage.
A blight.
Yes. Alright. These guys here, there's more than 2 damage, so a blight. Is it for every 2 damage?
If 2 or more damage is dealt.
So 1 blight there.
Yeah.
There would be 1 blight happening here, but you have the option to prevent that.
Yes. Which I'm going to.
Okay, so you exile this.
Go in there.
Okay. And no blight happens.
Correct.
Then the Dahan fight back.
Did you do damage in here?
There's only 1 guy, so he's doing 1 damage. It's not 2 or more, so
right,
no more
okay.
blight.
Good. Invaders fight the Dahan. Every 2 points of damage destroys 1 Dahan.
Okay, so.
Yep.
Boop. Sorry, Dahan. Boop.
Yeah.
Oh well. Let's go back in the bucket. These 2 Dahan take 1 damage, so they're fine.
They're fine.
Surviving Dahan.
You must destroy Dahan as efficiently as possible. You cannot disperse damage among multiple Dahan to avoid killing them. If a Dahan is dealt 1 damage, turn it over to show that it is damaged.
Okay. Yeah, only 1 of those got damaged.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any surviving damage Dahan will recover at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
After invader damage has been fully resolved in a land, any surviving Dahan there fight back. Each Dahan deals 2 damage to the invaders. The Dahan will fight back even if the ravaging invaders deal no damage, for example, due to defend powers. But not if the Ravage action has been skipped or stopped from happening.
Okay. So, the Stuber dead.
Yep.
Alright. That was Ravage. Build.
Yep.
They build in mountains.
Alright. So... I'm going to do mountains first, and then do the other, like, adjacent.
Oh,
Do they build an adjacent? No.
No.
They don't. Just build in.
Yeah. And now they're going to explore.
Right.
They explore in jungles. Okay.
Alright.
Now
Slow
slow
powers.
abilities.
Alright.
What's your slow ability?
So I can damage one town or one city. And then I can use...
What's the range?
One away from my sacred... Oh, that's right. It was one away from my sacred site.
Oh, darn.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So I shouldn't have done that. I should have let that damage happen to that land and kept my token.
Okay. Let's just
reverse. Yep. So that gets blight. Alright. So I damage one town or one city, one away from my sacred site.
So they're next going to be ravaging... Oh, let's move these down.
Well, the thing is, I can't kill a town with one damage.
Right.
Because I can't do that one. But then my innate power lets me damage one town or city. So, but it has to be in the space.
You also have enough to do that, so you'll be able to do that as well.
Oh gosh, yeah, I do.
But
that was a
speedy
fast.
action.
Yeah, that was a fast action. I should have already done that.
What was it?
Defend one away from my... Defend two, one away from my sacred site.
Oh, you want to defend two here?
Yeah, sure. And then it wouldn't
So
have done the blight.
1, 2 damage, 3 damage,
Yeah, it
less
wouldn't
2.
have blighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just pretend you did that. We're all caught
Add
up now.
blight, you lose 1 disc per spirit. But I'm gonna have defended with all enveloping green, so that doesn't happen.
Yay! But
yeah,
this
you
blight-
lose that
was
disc.
that new blight? Yeah. No, that blight was already there.
That blight started on that board.
Yes.
Can you not put presents into a blighted space?
I don't know. We're doing so well. This is fun. I love this game so much. I feel like every time I play it, I'm learning it from scratch, though.
Yeah.
We'll probably get another opportunity to play it within the next couple of weeks.
Blight represents where they have stripped the land of its resources. So you can't place presents in a blighted space. Because that one started there.
No, there's no reason that you can't go there.
Okay.
Okay.
So this one was already blighted, and I defended that using all enveloping green.
Yes, excellent.
Okay.
I'm
that
all
works.
caught up.
Yeah.
Right, so now we're in slow abilities.
Right. So now
You have the ability to damage that once.
Right.
And then using your innate ability.
Damage it a second time because it's in the space with my sacred.
Yep. Blammo.
Away it goes.
More
Fear
fear.
time.
We need 1 more fear. Do you generate any fear from that?
No.
No. Okay. Last game we were, excuse me, we were generating so much fear that we actually did run all the way through the fear deck.
We were playing with Bringer of Dreams and Nightmares and Ocean's Hungry Grasp. And let me tell you, you can really scare the pants off the invaders with that combo.
It's pretty awesome. What are you thinking about?
Nothing. Yeah.
So we've resolved our slow actions.
Right.
Oh, hang on. No, I don't have enough to use my innate ability.
Oh, well.
So.
Bonus points if you can come up with what resources they are overusing in sands.
I mean, spice.
Yeah. It's obviously the sandworms are in there. They're making glass.
Yeah. So now, Regeneration.
Yep.
This hut that this village that I had damaged, we did insufficient damage to kill it, so it's back.
Yeah, they both have innate fear-generating powers. It was, we were scaring the pants off them, and it was great.
Yeah, we ran through that fear deck. It was awesome. Fun times.
It was a good time.
Alright, so now we're back to growth phase.
Right.
This time I am going to regain my hand. So I get all my cards back. I gain a power card. If you could pass me the top 4 so that I can think about what power to get.
That's 3. I'll give you one more.
And I get 1 energy. And you can do stuff while I read cards.
So I'm going to add a presence.
Hi, Clara. Yeah.
Hey, sweetie.
You want to say hi to the stream?
I know.
Oh.
Do you want to come up on the bed? Come on up. Come on. Where have you been? My goodness, you are filthy. You're under the table.
Yeah, she definitely was.
Come here. Good girl. Is she at all on camera? Can you see her? Her Majesty?
Yes, you can.
Oh. She has blessed us with her presence.
Alright, I have chosen my card.
Right, and off she goes.
And these go on the bottom of the deck.
I'm going to, I think... What do I have in my hand? What are my powers? I think I'm going to add a...
Did you already add your presents? Your free presents that you get every turn?
I don't get a free present. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do get a free present. That's right. I'm going to add another presence with this and make myself a sacred site in here.
Okay. Remember, they're ravaging mountains next.
Yeah, I need to place it. I want to make myself a sacred site because that lets me...
do some damage.
Well, yeah. Well, it lets me defend within a space of if I have blue and green, and I get to play both my cards this turn, so...
Sweet.
I'm going to do that.
Alright, so that's presents you've added.
Yep. And I get an extra card play this turn, so...
So you can play 3 cards.
Well, I only have 2 in hand, so I can play 2 cards.
Sweet. Alright, so now we're on to playing cards.
Yes.
Or no, gain energy. I gain 1 energy.
I gain 2.
Here's 2 for you.
Thank you.
1 for me. I'm up to 4 energy. And I can play up to 4 cards. I have 4 cards in hand.
Neat.
I should have 5, shouldn't I? Oh, I do have 5. Okay, sorry. So, what is your plan?
Well, I only have these 2 cards in hand, so my 2 cards are Nature's Resilience, which lets me defend 6 away from my sacred site.
Okay. Is it a fast card or a slow card?
That's a fast card.
What's your other one?
Field Choked with Growth, which is a slow card where I get to either push a town or 3 Dahan. 1 away from where I have presence, so I can't. It's not like oh, this Dahan regenerates.
Yeah.
Hey, Clara.
She's such a sweetie.
Right down below my feet. Let's see. I think I'm definitely going to be defending because they're a Ravager in the mountains, so I can defend here and keep them from doing damage there.
Okay.
Right? Oh, what are you doing? What do you have?
She's playing with the cable leading to the overhead camera.
Yeah, I think it has something on it that she's chewing on, so I'm gonna...
Oh, it's got a little...
Don't freak her out by putting your foot near her.
Sorry, kitten.
Our cat was slightly traumatized when we got her from the shelter, and she doesn't like feet.
No. Especially with shoes. Neither of us are wearing shoes, so we're not that threatening.
Yeah, but I don't want her eating that. But
all right.
Sort of nudging her away with feet. I'm amazed that she didn't, bolt. She's now sitting under our Zoom cam. So I'm going to play both of my cards. I'm going to play Nature's Resilience and defend. I mean, I could defend either of these because they're both 1 away. I could defend that, but the Dahan might be able to fight back there. I think defending here is the right move.
Okay.
So, I'm just gonna put that there so we know that that's where I'm planning on defending. And my slow ability is to push, so we'll look at the lay of the land when it comes to that and push as needed. So I've played both of these. That means that I also am able to defend 2 within 1 range of my, as a fast ability. I can defend 2 within 1 of my thing. So I'm going to defend 2 here. So, Andy, I am defending these 2 regions.
Okay.
There. Why? Why the chewing on the cables?
Okay. So, the defense is not out yet because that is
no.
I'm the thing resolves. Right?
Well, yeah, but they're both fast actions, so they're going to happen.
Okay.
I'm just putting them there so we know which areas that I'm planning on, so I don't forget what I'm doing. It's so that my brain doesn't,
sure,
betray me.
So I have 4 energy available to me right now. And I kind of want... I feel like I'd waste my turn if I don't use as many cards as I possibly can.
I know.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm going to do that and that and these 2, I guess. It's going to cost me 3 energy. All right.
Okay.
So, because I have, for each purple, I can turn a slow power into a fast power. Amanda,
Yeah.
I'm going to target you with Lightning's Boon
Cool.
to make your slow ability a fast ability.
So that means I get to push a village or a town
So they are building
within
in
one
jungles.
of my presence.
Okay. They're building in jungles and ravaging in mountains. Okay. If that's helpful.
Well, I could push this somewhere. Because that's within one. And I can push that. But this is in mountains, so that's where they're going to be ravaging, so I want to push that out of there, right? I'm defending in there.
Oh, you're defending those.
That's why I put those tokens there, was so we would remember that that was the very point of me doing that.
I'm actually going to be... Okay, yeah. So yeah, if you want to push this out of there.
Yeah. So I'm going to push it to here.
That's fine.
Actually, I'm going to push it to here.
That means they'll build into a city there? Or do they just build a second town?
I think they build a second town. If I push into here, nothing happens, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll do that.
Okay, so that's your push.
Take care of them.
What's your other speedy ability?
My other speedy ability is the defense. Defend 6.
Okay, so you did your
within
two
one
defense.
of my thing, yeah. My defenses are up.
Yeah, Twitsan says if they build on a space with a town, it builds into a city.
Okay.
So...
Thank you.
Let's see. I'm doing everything in my hand as if it was a fast action because I have so much purple.
Right. What are you doing?
So I'm going to be
That's
Harbingers of the Lightning, push up to 2 Dahan. I'm going to push these 2 Dahan into here. And then...
Don't you dare tear that quilt down.
Reign of... Or no. Shatter the Homesteads. Create 1 fear.
Awesome.
And destroy 1
town.
So that's
Sweet.
destroyed.
And does destroying it create more fear? We're out of fear tokens, so...
So do we immediately flip this when we run out of fear? Or does that
It goes
happen?
into earned fear cards. So...
But when does that happen?
I think you earn a whole bunch. If you have spare purple, you can make your innate fast, but...
Oh. Do
Okay,
I have
fear.
spare?
Fear is generated by spirit powers with the fear symbol and by destruction, either directly or by an effect or by damage. Destroying a town generates 1 fear. Destroying a city generates 2 fear. For each fear generated, advance 1 fear marker from the fear pool on the invader board to the generated fear area. When all of the fear markers have advanced, move the top card of the fear deck face down into the earned fear cards area. If this reveals a terror level divider, move it to cover the old terror level, which starts at level 1, blah, blah, blah. Cards in the earned fear card space are flipped and resolved during the next Invader Phase. Like powers, effects of fear cards last for the current turn only, unless they change the board in some way. After each fear card is resolved, move it to the fear discard space.
Okay. So,
Clara, where are you going?
zoop, and then we
You can't
generate
climb the
another
walls.
fear for destroying that town.
Neat.
And then, Reign of Blood. This is the minor power that I gained. It gets me 2 more fear.
Nice. Yeah, Rain of Blood would do that.
Yep. It is within 1 space of my sacred site. And if target land has at least 2 villages or towns, gain 1 more fear. So yeah, I gained 2 fear with the Rain of Blood.
Cool.
So that's all. Oh, and as Twitsan points out, I have enough purple that I can make my innate power speedy. So I will use my innate power to destroy this place.
Cool.
Thus generating another fear.
More fear.
That was fun turn.
That sounds like a fun turn. Alright, so that was all our slow actions, right?
That was all our speedy actions. Because I made
Oh, that's
everything
right.
speedy.
You made everything fast. Alright, time for the invaders.
Lightning. Alright, so, ravaging in mountains.
Ravaging in mountains. So,
Defended?
defended.
How much does the defend negate?
So, I'm defending 6 in one and 2 in the other.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to defend 6 in here and 2 in there.
Okay.
So
they do 3 damage here, less 2, so they do 1 damage.
No blight. Yep.
They do 3 damage here, less 6, not enough to do anything, no blight.
Correct.
Well defended.
Thank you.
So here in the mountain, they generate 1 damage, nothing. Here they generate 1 damage, nothing.
Alright, now the Dahan get to fight back.
Yes. Doing 2 damage per Dahan.
Yep. So
this guy dies.
Each Dahan deals 2 damage to the invaders.
Yeah.
So, yep.
This guy dies.
Yep.
This
That guy dies.
And 2 damage goes to this hut. This village or town. Which generates another fear.
Love it.
Excellent. We're getting better at this. Build. They build in jungles. So they're going to build a town here.
Yep, give me 1 second.
Oh, sure. Sorry. Take your time. I'm going to donate some bits to us.
Sure.
Just because it's something to do while you're reading.
Yay! Thanks for a bit! Alright, cool. Love it.
So we're building now.
Yes.
Okay. Town? Or small building? Small building. Small building. Big building. Yeah. Rah-rah.
Yeah, don't like it.
And explore.
Sands.
Sands. This is a 2, so what does that mean? Does it mean anything?
I think it's just phases. Yeah, it's the amount. Resolve your fear card before the build. Yeah, fear. Andy.
Oh, geez. Yes.
Let's maybe dial that back.
We are in level 1. In each land, defend 1 per Dahan hut. So it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, it didn't matter. So. Okay.
Oh well.
So sands?
Yes, they're exploring in sands. Yep. Oh, that guy can't stand up. He's standing. He's very slowly tilting.
He's fine. It's just very windy in the desert.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's the end of their turn. Scooch this stuff down. So we know that they're ravaging in
Forests.
jungles,
Yeah.
building in sands.
Stage 2 is... if you were using a nationality, they would do a special power. So, yeah. We're not using a scenario, so...
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Alright, so now...
Growth?
Growth phase.
Alright. Well, I'm out of cards, so I'm going to have to use my Reclaim Cards action, and also gain a power card. So I think...
I'm going to add a presence and gain an energy. They're building next in sands.
Yeah.
I'm just going to add a presence over here. Ravaging in jungles. I don't understand any of this. Hi, Clara. I bet you could get Clara to be on screen by giving her some treats.
I probably could. I'm going to take Entrancing Apparitions.
Did you also do your
Not yet.
presents?
Not yet.
Okay.
Alright, so I got my cards, got my hand back. I'm going to add a presence.
Jungles are where they are ravaging next.
Yeah.
Okay.
There. Ooh, or should I add one up there?
Maybe.
Because that lets me prevent ravaging.
Yeah.
If I destroy my holy site.
Okay.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay.
Now we gain energy. I gain
Yep.
2.
I also gain 2.
Yeah. Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Now we may play cards.
Yep. I can play 2 cards.
Are you doing anything that's going to damage things?
I could. I could do a slow action that damages
How much damage does it do?
1.
Okay. Where would you be able to do it?
Alright, so
Because if you can do 1 damage here, I can do 1 damage to each invader there. So we can wipe that tile clear.
okay, the problem is my damage is a slow action, not a fast action.
Oh, so's mine. Darn. Although I can speed mine up.
So I was thinking of doing Overgrow in a Night as an action, or as a card, which costs me 2. I'm just going to put 2 aside for now. I can target a land that has my presence and invaders and add 3 fear, which gets us a fear card.
Ooh, okay. Let's try that.
So that's a fast action. That's 1.
Alright, so you're going to do that.
Yep.
You can use one more card?
Yep, I can use 1 more card. I have Nature's Resilience, so I can defend 6. So I could, within one of my sacred site, so I could defend that to keep it from getting blighted. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So I'm going to do that. That costs me
I am using Raging Storm. Use the purple that it generates to make it swift. Deal 1 damage to each invader within 1 space of me. And just kill that dude. That way he can't build this turn.
Yeah. We haven't resolved yet, though, have we?
No.
We've decided what we're doing.
Yeah, so we can start resolving speedy actions.
Well, do we have any... I have a speedy action, but I don't have the right elements for it, so... okay, that guy dies.
Yep.
And I'm defending 6 on here.
Okay.
And I'm also going to end up targeting that one for my other ability. So
at slow speed?
Yeah, or no, it's fast speed.
Oh, okay.
So guess what? More fear. So a fear card. 3 fear in.
Yep.
Get a feared card.
Okay.
So those have resolved.
That's all my stuff to resolve now.
Yeah, that's all my stuff to resolve.
Their turn. So first, the fear card. This time we remembered.
Yep.
Fear card resolves. They are at level 1 fear. So invaders do not build in lands with a village.
I thought that's a
or
city.
Or with a city.
Okay.
That actually works out well for us.
Yeah, it does.
All right, excellent. So now they resolve their stuff. Ravage and Jungles.
Yeah.
That's defended 6. They do 6 damage. So nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Here they do 3 damage.
Well past your bedtime. Thank you very. Have fun, make bad plays. It's better to learn the game than stress out trying to win.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you're welcome for streaming. I know conventions are not running right now, and yeah, I'm hoping that running some streams makes, for more social time and more time for people to watch games happen and help out and talk about games. So thank you so much for tuning in.
We'll be streaming again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll stream something
Feel
tomorrow.
free to come, isolate with us.
We will post in all the relevant places.
Yep. Join the Discord. It's very quiet. We need more people.
Maybe I'll post to Tumblr, which is an irrelevant place, but sure. All right.
So we are doing Jungles.
Yeah, we were doing Jungles.
So 3 damage.
Yep.
There's no defense or anything there. Right?
Right.
So, Blight.
That's annoying. And that destroys my presence there.
3 damage. Blight. No, gracious, I didn't mean to do that.
And that destroys my presence there.
3 damage. Blight. That was a lot of Blight in one turn.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Now they attack Dahan. Nothing. 3 damage. Kills 1 and knocks 1 upside down.
I think so, yeah.
No Dahan there. It's Dahan. Oops. We don't have anything that generates Dahan yet, do we? It's making things hard. It's okay. We're having fun. Dahan fight back.
Yep.
This guy kills this.
Yep.
Generating 1 fear. Let's change that down. I think that's all the
That's
ravaging.
it, yeah.
Okay. Building in sands. So, nobody here to build.
Yep.
They're not able to build here.
Right.
Right? Why?
I'm looking.
You used an ability or something that said they couldn't build there. Because they have Oh no, it was the
that
fear
was the
ability.
fear card, yeah.
It was the fear
that was in
ability.
the fear card.
Invaders do not build in a place that has a big thing. So, no building there.
Yep.
They do build here. And they do build here.
So they get small.
Yep.
This is rough.
Yeah. We're definitely having troubles. Alright. Explore. They explore in the wetlands. So this wetland has nobody near it. So
Yeah.
they don't explore there. They do explore here. Oh, sorry.
Don't apologize to him.
They do explore there. They do explore there. So many doobers there.
Yeah, I need to do something about that.
On to... Well, that's the end of their turn. Do we have any slow abilities to go?
So I can do 1 damage to a town or city. We don't have any knocked over though, so. Do you have an ability that lets you do any damage?
No.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Alright. Next turn. Growth phase. I need my hand back.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my hand back. Gain a power and 1 energy. Can I have the top 4 of the minor powers?
That's 3.
Awesome.
Oh, I I spent those.
Okay. I think I pick this card. He's on the back, on the bottom. I'm beginning to remember how this works.
Yeah.
It's becoming easier, going faster.
So I think, okay. So I'm going to add a presence.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to add a presence from my destroyed pool, which I'm allowed to do because I have steady regeneration. It's up to 2 away in a jungle or a wetland. And I'm going to add presence.
And gain another power. Or no, add presence and play an extra
And play
card
an
this
extra
turn.
card, yeah.
Nice. So they're ravaging in
Sands.
sand. So they're going to ravage there, there, there.
Yeah. And then I have
Building in wetlands.
3 cards to play. I have 1 fast ability, but my abilities are going to allow me to defend 2. So within 2 of any of my sacred sites. So, yeah. How much damage are they doing in here altogether? 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. That's annoying. I can't defend more than 4 of it.
Well, if you defend
Oh, wait,
4,
no, I
what?
can.
Oh.
Instead, defend 4. I'm going to have, with the cards that I'm playing, I'll have enough to defend 4.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah, my fast ability will allow me, because I turned this into a holy site, I can defend within 1 of my holy site. And I'm going to have more than 2 water and more than 4 plant. So I can defend 4 there, and defending 4 plus my entrancing apparitions defends 2. So I can defend all of the
Is
damage.
that all speedy actions, or do you need to speed anything
That is
up for
all
you?
speedy actions.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to put a token there so that we know that I'm defending that space.
Okay.
I'm there.
You're defending for 6 there.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And then I have 2 slow actions to do.
Are you doing those 2 slow actions this turn?
Yeah. I am doing 1 damage to 1 town or city within 1 of a holy site. If the land is, and this is where I might need your help, if the land is a mountain or sand, I do 1 damage to each town and city. So I could do that here, and it would do 1 damage to each of them. Is there any way that you can do enough damage to kill either of them if I'm damaging them 1 each?
Not with what I'm playing this turn. So I'm going to give you Lightning's Boon, which is going to make you speedy.
I can do 1 more damage here, because I'm going to have a moon and 2 green. So I can do 1 damage, so I can actually get rid of this.
Okay.
You're going to make me speedy?
Yes, this is my intention, is to make you speedy. And I'm also going to be doing another Rain of Blood. In one...
So does that make all my slow actions speedy?
Up to 2.
Okay, cool. Because I also have... Okay, alright. Let me see if this makes sense. I can make both of these actions speedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So.
Sup, Sprout Girl?
Hey,
you're off
to bed. Yeah, sorry you have to work tomorrow.
I mean,
but
it's nice to be able to work.
You enjoy that we are both
circumstances.
enthusiastic and chill at the same time? We're trying.
This is what our stream is usually like.
Yeah, this is basically what we normally do. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate that.
That Amazon subscription helps.
Yeah, it definitely, and it helps support the store in a difficult time. So thank you very much for that.
And we'll see you again.
Yeah, we'll see you again. We'll be streaming again later this week. So here's what I'm thinking. If both of these actions become speedy.
Yep.
I am defending this whole area, right?
Yeah.
But I think we might be able to get rid of some stuff. So one of my actions, which you are speeding up for me, lets me push a village.
Okay. Ah.
Right? Okay. So let's just say I'm pushing this village in there. I'm going to sort of edge it in there.
Planning your move.
Right. And then stem the flow of fresh water lets me deal 1 damage to each town and city. So that lets me damage 1 to each of those, right?
Mm-hmm.
I still would only get to destroy 1 of them.
So we know they're going to be ravaging the turn after this.
In wetlands? So I can push something out of wetlands. I could push this out of wetlands.
Yeah, there's so much in there already.
Yeah, I'm going to lose that holy site there if we can't get rid of all that.
Or defend.
That's true. You know what? I could lose the holy site to defend. So where do I want to push a village out of? I can push a village within 1 of any of my presence.
Why don't we push this guy out of here so that we don't lose another Dahan?
Sure, where do we want to push it to?
Push it into the wetlands there.
And then it'll...
become a city?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. Alright, so are we resolving?
Sure. So first, you're speedy.
Okay. So me being speedy means I'm going to push this in here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. I'm going to defend in here. So that's happening.
Yep.
I'm going to do 1 damage to each of these guys.
Okay.
And I'm going to defend 2 in there.
So it's up to defense
that card.
6?
Yep. Cool. So it's up to defense 6.
Oh, I have to spend 1 energy.
And I'm going to be able, during the slow actions, to deal 1 damage in here.
Okay.
Or no, I can't. It has to be where I have presence. Crud. That doesn't work. Hold on. I mean, I could get rid of that instead. So...
let's rewind to when you were pushing.
Okay.
Can you push this guy into here?
Yes. But I can't, it doesn't do the special thing because it has to be mountains or sands to do the special thing.
Gotcha.
I get to damage both of those because I'm in a it's in
Right.
sands there. But then to do the other damage to it, it has to be within 0 of me. Like, it has to be where I am, so I can't destroy either of those, and you're not doing anything to destroy. So
Not this turn.
that's
Oh, well.
annoying. So instead of using that on that,
You could damage this guy twice.
yeah, I could. Damage one, yeah, damage to either one or the other, and then,
Okay.
yeah,
Let's
so
undo
stand those
these.
up,
You damage
push
this
that,
guy.
damage that guy,
Yep.
and then my other slow ability will kill it after the Invader Phase.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I'm also generating 2 fear. Bit back.
Neat.
That's all my abilities resolved for this turn.
Cool.
Clara?
Hey, Clara. And now Invader Phase?
Yep, Invader Phase. So they're going to ravage in deserts.
So I say we go until, like, a little after 11, which we are very close to.
Okay.
And then call it a night.
Sure. So, ravaging here,
Yep.
1 damage, nothing. Ravaging here, 3 damage, another blight. Yeah. Ravaging here, defended 6, they do 6 damage, nothing.
Nothing happened.
Okay. No ravaging there because there's nobody there.
Correct.
Build. In wetlands. No building.
Yep.
1 building. Big building. Another big building.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, that's annoying. Alright. And exploring. In jungles. That's all the jungles, I think.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes, kitty. We're coming to bed soon.
Hey, babe.
Okay? So all this goes away.
Yep.
Scoop, scoop, scoot. Now, slow actions.
Alright. So I have a slow action that lets me deal 1 more damage to a town where I have presence. Away it goes. And a fear goes in.
Yes.
Excellent.
Next turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to add a presence. Add a presence here. Oh, Dahan, fight back.
Oh, right. The Dahan fight back.
He's dead.
Oh, cool. Yeah, there's no other Dahan in those places, so.
So yeah, I am adding a presence here and gaining 3 energy. Oops. Oh, jeez. I'm making a mess.
Did you need?
No, I already got my 3 energy.
Alright, I'm going to add a presence.
They're building in jungles. They're ravaging in wetlands. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff this turn.
Yeah, I'm in trouble this turn.
Where are you in trouble? Oh, yeah. You can defend. Can you defend both of them?
I mean, actually, it says, whenever invaders would ravage or build in a land with your holy spaces, you may prevent it by destroying 1 of your tokens in that land.
There you go.
So I can defend both of those.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a presence down here. Because it's within 2 of them.
Yeah.
And that used 1 of my destroyed presences. And that's my just general thing.
Yep.
I'm going to regain my hand, reclaim, and gain a power card.
Okay. Power card for you. Can you get a major power?
I don't have any way to gain major powers.
Okay.
As far as I know. Oh.
We've got a new person in chat.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome.
Uh.
Pouncer Lever. Pouncer Levour. So where were we?
I was trying to figure out what power to take.
Okay. Pretty sure it's a bot.
So there's Dark and Tangled Woods.
Okay.
Which adds fear, 2 fear, and if target land, so I target a land, add 2 fear, and if the target land is a mountain or a jungle, I defend 3.
Okay.
Or Call of the Dahan Ways. Replace 1 invader with 1 Dahan.
Oh. I mean, we kind of need to be able to get some Dahan out.
And if you have 2 moons being played, you may instead replace a town with a Dahan.
Ooh. I like that too. Yeah, let's get that card.
It's a slow ability, and you have to target a land with a Dahan already in it, because the Dahan are basically converting people. Yeah, I don't know if it really helps us as much as we would like it to.
Yeah. I can't speed you up this round because my speed up card is gone.
But Dark and Tangled Woods seems good. Defend 3 with 2 and add 2 fear.
Yeah, and it makes sense for your spirit.
Sure does. Hey, Clara. How's our girl? Okie dokie. Alright, so,
Gain energy. I get 2.
I also get 2.
Okay. Play cards. I'm playing my whole hand.
I get to play 2 cards.
So I have to pay 5.
So where are they ravaging? In wetlands? I'm going to be losing my holy sites to defend those wetlands.
Okay, so if I can speedily kill those guys, let's see.
I can play Nature's Resilience and defend 6.
Oh, okay, cool.
There. And that's a speedy card. It has to be 1 away from one of my holy sites. So I can just do that.
Okay.
So let's try... So that's 1 of my cards.
I mean, like I said, I'm using my whole hand.
Okay.
Building in
Are
forests.
you going to be able to add a
jungles?
fear at all this turn?
Yes, I'm going to be adding at least 1 fear, maybe 2.
Neat, because I can play as my other card this turn. Add one presence. If target land has your if target land has your presence and invaders, 3 fear.
Okay.
And all of my presence have. Right?
Yeah.
Neat. So I'll do that. That's a fast action. So. Oh, honey.
So that's 2 cards you're playing.
Yep.
Awesome. So pay your energy. Now resolving things.
Yep. I also then have a slow action that lets me do 1 damage to a town.
Okay. So, Amanda.
Yeah.
Gift of Living Energy.
Cool.
Target spirit gains 1 energy, and another energy if target spirit is not yourself. If you have at least 2 holy sites target spirit gates and other energy. So you get 3 energy.
Cool. Thanks.
That was a speedy action.
Yeah.
I'm going to do Harbingers of the Lightning to push 2 Dahan. Where should I push them?
Well,
let me hold off on that for a sec to think things through. I have 3. I can hold on to this. So I'm going to hang on to that. So yeah, I'm going to push these 2 Dahan into here. Boop, boop. I'm going to generate 1 fear and destroy 1 building. Destroy this building.
Cool.
That generates 2 fear.
Yep.
I'm going to push... Oh, when I pushed those 2 Dahan, I generate 1 fear if I push them into a space with 2 buildings.
Cool.
So that's 3 fear. And I'm going to use my innate power as speedy with 4 orange and 3 blue, or 3 purple. Destroy a big place.
Nice.
Generating 2 more fear.
Lovely.
So, zoop, zoop. 1 fear, 2 fear.
Okay.
Red fear, blue fear. This card is slow, so I can't do it yet.
Okay.
So
both of mine are fast. So I'm going to add a presence. Adding a presence. Oh no, I'm not doing that. Targeting a land within one of mine. If it has my presence and invaders, I add 3 fear.
Okay.
So add 3 fear. I'm just picking if you just target a land.
Excellent. Sort of like my Reign of Blood.
Yeah. Nature's Resilience, defend 6 within one of a holy site of mine.
They're ravaging in wetlands, so... Because you're going to use your abilities there?
Well, why waste one of my... If they could ravage here, you'd lose your... thingamajig.
My presence.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to lose my 2 holy sites there, so...
Okay, so defend
to rebuild those.
6 here.
Yep.
If you want to put out one of your things.
Yeah.
And that's all speedy actions.
Yep.
Let's resolve this fear. We are at level 2 now.
Yeah.
So at level 2, do both of them happen, or just one?
I think just the one, because I think it incorporates.
Yeah. So they will not build in a land where Dahan outnumber the number of towns and villages, or small and big things.
What was it? Sorry.
I think it's both.
Can I see?
Yeah.
Invaders do not explore into lands with at least 2 things, and invaders do not. Let me look. Fear cards.
Fear. And now we win if there are no big things and small things. Doesn't matter how many of these dupers are around.
Well, it would be nice if we could. We're not going to win.
Yeah.
Use only the effect listed next to the current terror level.
Okay. Okay. That's fine.
Alright, so invaders do not build in lands where the Dahan outnumber.
So they will not build there.
Yeah.
Alright, so ravaging.
Yeah.
Defended. Nothing happens.
Right.
You're going to lose your 2 things there.
Yep.
so nothing happens.
Right.
Okay. Build. They build here. Big thing. They build here. Big thing. They build here a big thing. And the Dahan stopped them from building there because of our fear card.
Yep.
Okay. Explore. Mountains. There is... Oh, mountains. Yeah, so it's adjacent, so they will explore there.
So.
All the mountains.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's not awesome at all.
These things move down. And if we wanted to continue playing, it would move on to the next turn. Do you want to call it?
I want to call it.
Okay.
We're pretty overrun.
Yeah.
Here, which is too bad. We just never got out in front of it.
Yeah. Even when I was playing my entire hand, I wasn't doing enough stuff.
I think neither of us was able to do enough damage, really.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to destroy a big thing here. Yeah.
If I was ever able to play 4 cards, maybe I could get there. But playing 4 cards is really difficult.
But you're only playing
with me.
2 cards at a time, yeah.
Yeah. Because that could have been removing some blight. I could have... I never had really enough moons that I was playing in one hand to be doing damage multiple times.
Right.
So, oh well.
Well, I mean, I still love this game.
So do I. This game is amazing. The flavor is so beautiful. The art is beautiful. Thank you for bringing home the demo copy.
You're welcome. Thank you to folks who joined us. Anybody watching in the YouTube channel, thank you for viewing. And we will be looking forward to seeing you folks again soon, because we're going to be streaming a lot during this time when we are home more than usual.
Yeah. We're going to stream as much as we can.
Yeah.
So you can join us. Come isolate with us. Yeah. At a safe distance.
Be well, everybody.
Yeah.
Take care of each other. And we will see you again soon.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Bye.